Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about one of the most exciting features dropping with Landfall here on September 23rd, and it is going to be the item upgrading system and essentially how much you can prepare on the live servers right now for when this system drops, and you will be able to essentially, if you are sweaty enough, upgrade all 15/16 pieces of gear that you have on your character the moment item upgrades come out. Now, this path is not meant to be done by everyone, so take it with a grain of salt, but here is every single way that you can pre-plan, pre-farm, and pre-get it to get the insane number of 32,000 justice points ready to go the moment the patch drops. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So I am here in the Horde City, the Shrine of Two Moons, at the Transmog and Arcane Reforger guy, and they have an item upgrade person. There will be one in Orgrimmar. There will be one in pretty much anywhere you can find these vendors. The item upgrade person will be there for you to go to. Now, how item upgrading works is you put any piece of gear from Mists of Pandaria in there, and you can upgrade it 2 times if it is epic. So this price right here, it shows that it is for Valor, and this is how it is on the PTR. However, when the live server comes, it will be for 1,000 justice points per, and since you can do all 16 pieces of gear you see here twice, that is how we get that 32,000 justice point number. So essentially, you just put the gear in, you press upgrade, it'll say Valor, but that is just what it is here. So essentially, everything can go up 8 item levels, and what is super significant about that is if you have 509 Heroic Heart of Fear or Heroic Toes gear, you'll be able to get those all the way up to 517, which is very close to normal Throne of Thunder gear. That is the type of power levels we are talking about, and it will be really it'll be a massive power spike for a lot of people, especially if you go about the methods I am going to show you and talk about here. And just in case you didn't believe me, here is the official post here, the gear upgrades, where you can see it will upgrade by 4 item levels for 1,000 justice points instead of 250 valor. Fully upgrading takes 2,000 justice instead of 500 valor, and you will be able to convert valor points into justice points by a rate of 1 to 4, and by purchasing the combination of justice from the valor vendor out in Nazu Temple, all the way out here in Townlong Steps. So that is something to be advised of and wondering. And then obviously, if you are a PvPer, you can do this all for 1,000 honor, 2,000 honor total. You can upgrade them twice, and you will be able to get Conquest to honor. For 125 Conquest gives you 500 honor at the same exact rate to get it. So upgrading is pretty much uniform. The only thing that is a bit weird is you can convert Valor to Conquest, but you cannot convert Conquest to Valor. So PvP players kind of have an edge. I would honestly like to see us be able to do that. You can do it in Orgrimmar at the old Valor vendor in Kata, so I don't see a reason. They both have caps, so I don't see a reason why we can't allow Conquest to be traded to Valor as well, since we're going with this equalization of PvE and PvP currencies. So just a little point to make there. But anyway, here is the min-maxy sweaty ways that you can go about this for justice points. So I am going to switch it back to the live game and dive right into it, and I'll see you then. Voop. Alrighty guys, so I did all the math for you, and I will pin this down below in the comments section so you can see it as well. But the easiest way to get this and be ready to have that 28,000 number, which is 32,000, but you can pre-get caps to make it there. So it is 32,000 justice points in total. But what you can do is cap your justice points, as you see right here. I'm not capped right now, but I will be. And you are able to get 4,000, so that puts our number immediately at 28,000. And to get 28,000, the easiest way is 7,000 valor. And from at this very moment right now, you will get 1600, 3200, and 4800 Valor before next week. Now, what is also very interesting to note is upon landfall on Tuesday the 23rd in that week, you will also unlock the ability to get the Call to Valor quest from Wrathion, which requires you to get 3000 Valor. Originally, pre-occurred stuff didn't matter, and back then the maximum was a weekly cap. Like, you could only get X amount of Valor per week, and if you didn't, you were just screwed. However, we have a progressively scaling total maximum, so I'm personally going to leave that 3000 cap. So, like, I'll cap next week's Valor, but I'm going to leave the 16th Valor and the 23rd Valor, and then do 3200 that day specifically, as well as grind to upgrade the gear. However, we do have quite a few options for Justice Point acquisition. So the other ways that you can go about this is also make sure that you have 4000 honor. And obviously you can flip everything I'm saying for the PvP, just replace Valor and Conquest, or Valor for Conquest and Justice for Honor. The math works out that way. So if you're a PvPer watching this, you can just do everything the other way. So you also can get 4000 honor. What sucks is I can't actually convert to get this cap because I'm like 94 over. It won't actually let me go to the 4K, which is kind of silly. I think I should be able to convert my Justice to that, but it is what it is. Oh well. But you can get 2500 Justice if you go and get the 4K honor cap, and then that is 2.5k extra converted. So now we only need 2650, which every 1000 Justice is 200 Valor. So you can just be essentially ready with this by farming all of these, and that breaks down to around that 7k 6000 number, depending if you do honor or justice. The as you see, this would be 2k, so you would only need 6500 Valor if you did the pre-stack honor and pre-stack justice method that I talked about there. Then you could also, if you are insane, farm 1120 celestial fragments. In the process, you will get justice capped, but celestial fragments right now in the game let you buy this item called a combination of service. So what you can do is you can pre-stack these. They're stackable, you can have unlimited amounts of them, and they don't go away. So essentially this allows me to extend my justice point cap, and it'll allow me to just sit there and accumulate as many as I want, and essentially just have that number go higher and higher. Even if they took this away in any regards or put a cap on it and didn't allow you to do this because they see this video, you could still just sit there at the August Stone Celestial cap and get it that way as well. So you could just have 7 of these waiting, even if they put a cap on this or change this somehow to instantly work, whatever. And then even more importantly is the bag that I have been ranting about avidly for a very long time now will be dropping on the 16th. So you're actually able to go and get that bag. I will show you it here on the PTR real quick. And since the bag is bind on account and stores 10 shards, this also allows you to ignore the cap, and you are able to essentially farm as many as you want. So if you're crazy, you love Celestial Dungeons, and you want to get those, you can buy this BOA fragment, mail it to an alt, then mail it back to yourself. Do whatever you want in order to do this, but it is yet another way to farm infinite justice if they were to somehow limit these combinations of service. But once again, this is the insane route. If you're truly crazy and really bored and want to pre-farm it all the way to cap, you would need to farm quite a lot of those, 112 of these combination of services for a total of 1020 celestial fragments. Like I said, I would just go get 4k justice and 7k valor, because the only thing worth getting with your valor points are domination point gear, which are 496 pieces, but by then you might have normal or heroic gear that is better, and also that is gated behind rep, where you need honored and revered, so that'll take you at least a week or 2 to get it, so you will have new valor for those pieces if you so choose to get those as well. So those are just all the ways that you can do to get this justice. Like I said, I will post all this math down below in the pinned comment section for you guys to use at your will. But I just wanted to make you all aware of how you can farm all the justice or honor if you're a PvPer to get all of your gear updated. And once again, that number is 32,000 Justice points. So as you saw on my monk, I'm pretty much there. I will be there by just simply getting Valor capped and then leaving those 2 weeks up for a test of Valor. That is my plan, and I hope it helps you guys out. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below, and I will do my best to help you out. But until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.